She believed mistakes were teachers. Every time life hurt her, she told herself there was a lesson hidden somewhere. That belief was why she trusted him so easily. He spoke gently, listened carefully, and promised honesty like it was a sacred rule. When he said he had learned from his past, she believed him without doubt. They met during an ordinary phase of life, when neither was looking for love. Conversations started small, daily routines, favorite memories, quiet dreams. Slowly, those conversations turned into emotional dependence. He became her safe place, the person she shared her fears with when nights felt heavy. He told her she was different, that she made him want to be better. He admitted he had made mistakes before. He said he had hurt someone once and carried regret like a shadow. "I'll never repeat that," he promised. "I know what it costs." She admired his honesty. To her, admitting past wrongs meant growth. She thought learning from mistakes was a sign of maturity. Their relationship wasn't loud or dramatic. It was calm, built on routine messages, shared plans, and quiet reassurance. She trusted him because he never raised his voice, never disappeared suddenly, never acted suspicious, at least not at first. He spoke about the future carefully, as if he respected it. She ignored the small moments of doubt. The delayed replies. The sudden emotional distance on certain days. She told herself not to overthink. After all, everyone had busy moments. Everyone deserved space. Trust meant choosing belief over fear. She invested emotionally, fully, and honestly. She defended him when others questioned his consistency. She believed loyalty was a choice made daily, and she was choosing him every day. In her mind, love wasn't about perfection. It was about learning and growing together. But sometimes, people don't learn. They repeat. And sometimes, the person who believes in lessons becomes the one who pays the price. She didn't know yet that the same mistakes he claimed to regret were quietly waiting to return. Change never arrives loudly. It slips in quietly, disguised as stress or distraction. She noticed it first in his tone. His words felt shorter, less thoughtful. The warmth that once lived in his voice slowly faded into politeness. He started canceling plans with simple excuses. Work pressure. Family responsibilities. Tiredness. She understood. Too well. She adjusted herself to his absence, convincing her heart to be patient. Love, she believed, required understanding. But understanding can sometimes become self-neglect. He stopped sharing his thoughts the way he used to. When she asked if something was wrong, he smiled and said everything was fine. She wanted to believe him, so she did. Trust made her quiet, even when her instincts whispered. There were moments when he seemed distant even while present. His attention drifted elsewhere. His laughter felt forced. She blamed herself, wondering if she was asking for too much. She tried harder, more care, more patience, more silence. Then came the emotional contradiction. On some days, he was affectionate again, reminding her why she fell for him. On other days, he felt like a stranger. That inconsistency confused her, but she held on to the good moments like proof that love still existed. She noticed unfamiliar names mentioned casually. New friends. New conversations that ended abruptly when she entered the room. Still, she said nothing. She didn't want to become suspicious. She didn't want to be the person who doubted without evidence. Deep down, fear grew quietly. She remembered his past confession, the mistakes he promised never to repeat. She wondered if regret truly teaches everyone, or if some people only regret being caught. One evening, she asked him directly if there was someone else. He looked surprised, almost offended. "You don't trust me?" he asked. Guilt replaced her doubt immediately. She apologized for questioning him. But trust should never feel like self-betrayal. She didn't know that while she was choosing patience, he was choosing familiarity. While she was protecting the relationship, he was slowly stepping outside of it. Some people don't learn from their mistakes. They just learn how to hide them better. The truth revealed itself without drama. No confrontation. No shouting. Just a quiet moment that shattered everything. She wasn't searching for answers when she found them. A message appeared accidentally. Brief, intimate, unmistakably emotional. It wasn't physical detail that hurt her. It was familiarity, comfort, connection, the kind that belonged to her once. Her hands trembled as she read. There was no misunderstanding, no explanation that could soften it. He had crossed the line emotionally long before she noticed. He had repeated the same mistake he once claimed to regret. When she confronted him, he didn't deny it. He looked tired, almost relieved. He said it just happened. He said he never meant to hurt her. He said he was confused. Confusion, she realized, was often used as an excuse for cowardice. She asked him why. Why promise change if he wasn't ready to keep it? Why involve someone else's heart if he hadn't healed his own? He had no real answer, only silence. The betrayal didn't just break her trust in him. It shook her belief in lessons, in growth, in the idea that people truly change when they say they will. She felt foolish for defending him, for ignoring her instincts, for believing words more than patterns. He apologized, but apologies without accountability feel empty. He admitted he had done this before. He admitted he thought he could control it this time. He was wrong. She didn't cry in front of him. Her pain was quiet, heavy, and private. She walked away not because she stopped loving him, but because she finally chose herself. Some people don't learn from mistakes because learning requires responsibility. And responsibility requires courage. He lost her not because of one action, but because of a pattern he refused to break. Healing didn't come quickly. It arrived slowly, in moments of reflection and self-forgiveness. She replayed every memory, not to blame herself, but to understand where she ignored her own voice. She learned that trust should never silence intuition. That love should never require shrinking yourself to keep someone comfortable. And that believing in someone's growth doesn't mean sacrificing your own peace. She stopped asking why he didn't change and started asking why she stayed so long. That question led to growth, not guilt. She realized she loved the version of him he promised to become, not the one he consistently showed. Some people never learn from their mistakes because they confuse regret with change. Saying sorry feels easier than doing better. Promising feels easier than proving. She chose to learn instead. She learned that patterns matter more than apologies. That consistency is louder than words. And that walking away can sometimes be the bravest form of love for yourself. She didn't harden her heart. She softened her standards. She promised herself that next time, she would listen sooner. Not to fear, but to wisdom. The story didn't end with revenge or bitterness. It ended with clarity. He continued repeating cycles. She continued breaking them. And that was the real lesson. Some people never learn from their mistakes. But some people learn when to stop waiting for others to change.